and then charity, and then put it to the House to decide whether you want the mover to be called upon to reply. Kaguchia.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, it is in my considered opinion that this bill is so faulty that it cannot be amendable. Honorable Speaker, I actually propose that we withdraw the bill and redraw it in a way that would be constitutional. Honorable Speaker, why I say this is because I am not opposed to raising funds, not at all. And that is really not a problem. And I see most of the members, when they make their contribution, they are looking at the issue of how we are going to raise funds. That is really not a problem. Honorable Speaker, I'm not also opposed to development in various sectors and various regions in the country. But Honorable Speaker, my concern is that if we have to raise funds, first we have to raise these funds competitively. We have to, if we are going to engage in sale of assets in the country, this must be done with public participation and also competitively, must be subjected to the competitive market forces. And that is why one of the members suggested that it must be taken through the CMA. Honorable Speaker, the other issue which I consider very important is that what we are seeking to do here is to create another body that is going to raise funds. And of course, raise funds through sale of assets, raise funds through borrowing, and all those other means. And then after they have raised funds, they will also have control over how they use that fund, Honorable Speaker. And this will be done without the input of this National Assembly. Honorable members, I want you to consider this. As we talk here today, we oversight 3 trillion Kenya shillings that we have in our budget, or 3-point-something trillion Kenya shillings that we have of our budget. Now we are creating a body that is going to collect, that is going to decide, that is going to choose projects that are going to be implemented in this republic up to 5 trillion Kenya shillings without our input as a National Assembly, without our input as the representative of the people. Honorable Speaker, I think by doing this, we are neutralizing the National Assembly and we are doing away with the authority of this National Assembly. Honorable members, are you going to be present in the board meetings where the funds are going to be appropriated? That is why, Honorable Speaker, in my opinion, we have excessive executive control over a major fiscal instrument that we are creating here. Honorable Speaker, it is the executive that is going to appoint the this board is going to be appointed by the executive. This board is going to be reporting vertically to the executive. Honorable Speaker, the remuneration of the board and the staff of this board is going to be considered by the executive and not SRC, of course, which is unconstitutional. Honorable Speaker, this board is going to steer policy direction, and this board really is vested in the executive. This board has been given sweeping powers. And my question then is, if this fund will handle billions, borrow as it is in the Clause 5C of this bill, if it is going to prioritize projects, if it is going to structure infrastructure financing, if this board indeed is going to do all these things, why is the cabinet secretary sitting at the center of every control lever, Honorable Speaker? That's not oversight. That's consolidation. And Honorable Speaker, we must know that consolidation always precedes abuse and misuse. Honorable Speaker, this bill is now going to create a parallel borrowing channel. If you look at it, the Office of the Auditor General had already raised reservations at this bill. They publicly warned that the bill contains oversight and legal gaps, especially on the uncheckered borrowing. Honorable Speaker, my question is, or my input is, we cannot create a financial engine powerful enough to shape national development, yet weak enough in accountability to escape Parliament. Honorable Speaker, I dare say, if this bill goes through and you vest this 5 trillion control in this board, then, honorable members, your usefulness, your oversight, and your power and authority as a house is going to be diminished. And I'm not opposed to us collecting money or getting funds to do projects. Let us get it, but let us do it the right way. This bill is so faulty, Honorable Speaker, that it cannot be amended because it goes against every tenet of the constitution of this republic. And the people who drafted our constitution in this republic, they came up with all the controls. And if you look at our values.
Is up. Karambi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this chance to do my contribution in relation with the National Infrastructure Bill Fund.